Hey, what is going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. And in this opportunity, I want to give you something cool, something actually very interesting to do. You can actually find the direction. You can sort of read the direction of the market by seeing what candle or how the previous candle closed. Let me explain what I mean by this. But this is definitely going to help you get the best and I would say the true bias, because I'm getting a lot of questions every day, almost every day, from students and from here on my YouTube channel, that Eduardo, how you actually know when markets are either bearish or bullish, other than just finding a trend, right? So this is actually a cool way. You can do it on higher time frames as well, in any time frame, just by reading the candles. So I'm going to explain you how you can read. I do have a video about this actually, but I'm going to be more specific and I'm going to be showing you how you can actually use this and spot it, and even combine this with ICT to make it even better, so it's going to be a banger. Before we continue, I just want to go ahead and take the chance right here to let you all know, guys, that I'm running a discount right here for Christmas. If you're interested, it's a 25% discount, limited time only. It's going to be just running for Christmas. And on the bundle right here, I'm offering my course, Lifetime Mentorship. I do have an S&C ebook and also my VIP group, Trade Ideas group. This is where I post all my analysis every single day live. Okay. So you're getting this entire bundle, this package with all this in for a one-time payment, lifetime access. Okay. This is the actual price at the moment. So go ahead and apply for that. Use 25% off to get your discount now. Also, I wanted to also let you know, guys, that if you want to follow me on Trading View right here, I do post setups, ideas as well from time to time. I'm trying to do it more often. And the cool thing about this is that when you're here, right, this is the actual setup that I sent on Gold a couple of days ago. You can click here, play, and when you click play, you can see how the trade play out. Pretty much, you can see uh, if you saw the setup late, you can see how it turned out. So that's a cool stuff that you can actually see here. So make sure to follow me there on TradingView. So let's get down to business. And with this idea, uh, let's go ahead and start from, let's say, from here, right? This could be anywhere. You could do this anywhere. You want to do the same on probably stocks. You can do it in stocks. You can do it in crypto. You can do it anywhere. Okay. Now, how a candle closes. I'm on the daily time frame. I'm going to use for this particular video. I'm going to be specific, but I'm going to stick to the daily, okay, as the highest time frame. I'm probably going to make part two. Just let me know in the comment section if you want to see part two, probably going from the weekly or monthly. Okay, it's going to be interesting if you want to see it, but at the moment I'm going to stick to the daily, and then I'm going to jump into lower time frame, probably 5 minute all the way down to 1 minute, to find our best entry. So right here, let's say we're seeing price actually pushing up. Pay attention to this. We see, let's suppose this is Monday, right? Monday, right here, we see on the daily that it closed strongly bullish. Okay, we're actually seeing that strong push to the upside. Look at what happened. Let's say this was Sunday. This was actually, Friday. This was Friday, and this candle is on Monday. So body of the candle, you see that the body of the candle ended up closing above this previous high. Okay, when you see this on a trend, when you see this is telling you that if you mark up the daily high and the daily low of this candle, you are expecting this high to be swept, okay, on the next day. The next day candle should be taking this high and this low should be protected, okay? So let's see what happens with the next candle. Boom, the next candle breaks to the upside. Great. Now, let's move on to the next one. When you see the strongly pressure, right? Price displays above the previous candle. And it closed above. So that's telling me that the next daily candle, I'm expecting to just continue pushing up, reaching this high first. This low should be protected. Let's see what happens. Boom, same thing, right? Price actually goes through, pushes up, this place is above. what am I expecting? This is not gonna work all the time. It's not gonna play out all the time, of course, because the conditions of the market can change, news, a lot of things can happen, right? But as long as you have an understanding, the probabilities right here. Price again, this candle displays above, strong bullish candle displacing above this previous high. It means that I'm expecting the next candle to reach this high and this low to be protected. Let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. Now we're starting to have some sort of indecision candle. You see, price is sort of slowing down now. The price did reach this previous high, right? But now look at what's happening. It's failing to displace above. It's not doing like this or like this one or like this one, right? It's just failing to displace above and instead retraced and even closed bearish. This is now a bearish candle. So what am I expecting on the next day? On the next day, I'm expecting this low to be taken and this high to be protected. Okay, this is the theory, right? Basically, when you see this happening, now I'm expecting price to start pulling back. You can use this in your favor. How can you use this in your favor? Okay, I'm marking up the high and the low, right? You can go from here. You can go directly to the 5 minute if you want, right? I'm on US 30 in this case. I know US 30 moves a lot better during New York session, right? So I'm not going to be trading Asian session. That's for sure, right? So let me mark up here. This is the low that I just marked up on the daily, right? Now this is the daily high right here. And this is the daily low. So technically, based on what I saw already on the daily, what's my idea for today? What's my bias for today when I'm scalping? My bias is bearish based on what I saw on the candle, on the daily candle, right? This daily candle is telling me that the probabilities based on how it closed, probabilities are that it's going to start shifting, that this is going to be the target for the next candle or so. Not necessarily has to reach it, but probabilities are that this low is going to be reached first and this high should be protected. So let's go back down to the 5 minute. Now, having that in mind, now, what time is this? Asian session. Hell no, I'm not trading there, right? I'm not trading there. I'm just going to wait for my actual session, which is New York. So opens on the next day. We're still in Asian session. Sadly, because as I mentioned, it's a US 30. I cannot be trading at this hour. I have to wait. I have to wait for, my God, probably this target. This is what happens sometimes. Let's see. It's actually 8. So New York session opens somewhere here, very far, right? Probably this low is going to be taken during Asian session, I'm sure. And if it happens, it happens. Okay, it happened actually during London session. It got hit during London. So what do I do now, Eduardo? What do I do? Nothing. Pretty much is gone. If you were waiting, you need to wait. You need to be patient and wait for your time. Okay, you need to wait for your time. Now, let's say you don't want to wait for your time. You actually want to catch a sale based on what you spotted. Then is your job to look for a setup right here based on ICT then. If you don't see anything clear targeting this low, then don't take anything. To be honest, right here, I am not seeing anything that clear, probably here, but this was Asian session. So nothing to do here during Asian session, probably a little sweep and then displacement to downside, probably this little fair value gap right here. Price did end up dropping, but nothing to do. Okay, so forget it, no trade right there. I'm just showing you that what is possible. So you see what it did when we go back on the daily. You see price ended up sweeping first the target, this low first, and then displays to the upside. So what do we have now? We have this high, right? And we have this low. At this point, did it break? Is the body of the candle closing above? Okay, it did close above a little bit, so we do have displacement to the upside. So it's telling me that the probabilities for the next daily candle is to reach this high and this low should be protected. I like that we did have a sweep and price did not continue dropping. It displaced to the upside. It retraced back up and closed bullish. So it's telling me that strongly this high should be target next day. Let's see. Was it moving? Okay, there we go. It got targeted. Boom, got swept. Now look at what's happening with this. We're having sort of indecision right now. As I mentioned, this is normal. This is going to happen. We have lots of indecision. Price did not close above this previous high. What do we have? Rejection. That rejection led to a bearish candle. So what am I expecting next in the next candle? Probabilities are that price will most likely reach this low before it reaches this high. We could be targeting this lows. We could be looking. It means we could be looking for sales. We kind of see we're sort of choppy right now, right? Be careful when markets start getting choppy. It's not a clear trend. It's kind of choppy. So watch out. Let's see what the next candle does. Okay, you see, it's predicting the move. I'm not predicting it. The candle is telling you. The way these candles are closing are telling you. So now let's move on to the next candle. Did it displace below? Yes, it did, right? You see full body candle closing below the previous low. What does that mean? That means that now in this daily candle, I'm expecting the next daily candle to go to this low, to touch this low and respect this high. Let's see if that's going to happen. Also understanding that, see if you're doing ICT, there's a fair value gap right here. So price could actually react in this fair value gap, and pushed up. But let's see anyways. Yeah, you see what happens. We do have a fair value gap, right? Price, I was expecting this low to be swept, never got swept, but it pushed up very strong. Why? Again, understanding the technique on ICT. This is an imbalance right here. This imbalance reacted pretty strong. Price bounced back up. Now, what am I gaining? What can I expect for the next daily candle? The next daily candle, I can expect price now to respect this low and to take down this high. That's the next target. Let's see the next candle. Boom. There we go. You see, you're starting to see price now pushing up, right? This is a cool thing because you have an idea of where you can actually go and how you can continue with the trend. I'm expecting the next day for the price to continue pushing up. Why? Because the body of the candle displays above the previous high. Let's see what the next candle is going to do. Boom, skyrocket, right? Now let's say here, let's see if we can actually spot an entry in this area. Like let's go back here. Since you are having an idea, right? I'm expecting this high to be taken. So, and that's on the daily time frame, right? Candle close. Let's say again, this is Monday. Now on Tuesday, I'm gonna go on a 5 minute time frame. Again, I'm gonna mark up. I'm gonna go here, 5 minute, and I'm gonna mark up my low right here. I'm just gonna make sure it's clear. All right, there we go. So this is the low, the daily low, and the daily high, right? I already know in my mind what's my bias. What's my daily bias? Bullish, right? Based on how the previous daily candle closed, right? So I would like to see, in this case, I'm going to skip any potential sell setup and I'm going to be looking for a buy setup. Again, price, we're very close to the target, okay? And we are in Asian session. I am trading US 30 in this case. So I need to wait for, where's the line? Around 8 in the morning, which is New York. Oh, come on. Just trying to put the line right here. Okay, there we go. So yeah, let's try to accelerate. If it gets hit, it gets hit. All right, so we're getting close to New York session. Let's see if if we can get probably a sell side liquidity being taken or something right here that we could actually potentially target these highs. Now that we know what our bias is for the day. So let's see. All right. I like to go scalping probably 2 minute, 1 minute time frame. Seeing a little sweep right here. New York session. New York session about to open. Okay. Look at this. Look at this displacement right here. Look at this. This is what I say. We have sell side liquidity being taken. You see where the market structure shift is? Right here. Look at that nice move. Uh, Look at this nice displacement to the upside. Now, right here in this area, let's see, I'm on the 2-minute time frame. I'm just trying to see where the best imbalance is. Just look at this. This is beautiful. You have imbalance right here on 5-minute and also imbalance here. So if you put it this way, this is the BPR. This is balance price range known by ICT. You could be looking for a buy already right here. We are in New York session, placing a stop loss below this low and targeting where? Our daily high. Probabilities are so strong right here, guys. So strong, based after what we saw on the daily, right? Now is waiting for New York session. We're waiting for some sort of sell side liquidity taking. We need to see during New York session only one buy scenario. Okay, in this case, I'm using the ICT technique. So this is so strong, now, because we know what are the probabilities on the daily candle where the target could be, right? Now in lower time frame, we're spotting our setup. All we have to do is wait for that. Look at this. Of course, probably, Jesus Christ, what the hell was that? News. Okay, we had news. Well, probably there we definitely got in our favor, but right, we already saw how that candle reacted. But you see that you can find within this range, within this daily candle, if you can get a buy setup, and of course, depending on what you're trading, if you're trading US 30 Nasdaq, or let's say a GBP USD, Euro USD, you're going to have to test it out. You're going to have to see what time does the market moves the best. Okay. And within this range, if you know how this daily candle close, you can kind of anticipate where the price is going to go next. Where? Up, right? So that's what's your daily bias? Bullish. It means that this day you should be looking for buys, ignoring potential sales. Why you're ignoring sales? Because there's no reason why price should go here. I mean, probabilities are telling you based on this concept, right? So now the next day you see how it closed and so on. You want to continue. This high should be taken now with the next day. Let's see what happened with the next day. Is it moving? Okay, there we go. Pushes up, you see. So I'm still sort of predicting. Now price did displace above this high and so on. You can technically continue like that until price, of course, it's going to violate the rule, right? I'm not saying that it's going to work all the time. You can still, price not necessarily has to reach that point. You can actually start reversing. Let's see the next candle. It started reversing. You see swept the low, but failed to displace below it, now close above. So this day did not, you see, this day did not work out. But why it's not working out probably is because of this huge imbalance. We have a huge fair value gap right here that you have to consider, right? Now that this candle closed is telling me that, hey, probabilities are telling me that the next daily candle should reach this high and ignore this low. Let's see. It took it, you see, and so on, guys. You can continue with this. I can continue doing this for days and you're going to be seeing the same thing. You can predict what the market is going to do or what the next candle is going to be like. You can predict. As I mentioned, this could be the 1-minute time frame or it could be a 5-minute time frame, and you can still read the candles this way. Okay, you could be on the weekly, on the monthly. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see in the next video, a couple of tests on the weekly and on the monthly. See what sort of crazy trades we can get. Probably you can get, a lot more pips by understanding the direction and how a previous month closed. You can sort of predict what the next month is going to be like, literally by that. So let me know what you think, guys. Leave your comments in the section below. Appreciate if you give it a big thumbs up. If you're new on the channel, please subscribe. I do post videos regularly in the channel, and I do have my trading Telegram group. If you want to follow me there, also go ahead and check out on the description below. It's free. Go ahead and check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.